Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble with your readings for April the 30th through May the 6th. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome. Thank you so much for popping in. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much. Listen, I really appreciate you guys. It's really helpful if you would like my videos, if you'd share them on your social media. And comment. I read every comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe. The button's right there. Now, this is for your sun, moon and rising. So if you do know your moon and rising, the other links to the other videos will be below in the show more section. So check those out. Check out my website. I don't only do tarot cards and tarot readings. I do other things too. So check that out. And guys, I have a Patreon page now, and it's another way to show me some support. Check it out. Anyway, I have special posts just for my patrons, and thank you, patrons. I love you so much, and I'm so grateful for your gratitude and continuing support. Thank you. I really, really appreciate you. So check out my Patreon page. You know, it's a way to support me. You can either do a one-time donation or just a little monthly, as little as $2 a month. It's not a lot to you, but it's huge to me. It makes a huge difference, and enables me to put out more free content. And also, I have these reward tiers. So, you know, check out the rewards. It might be worth it for you. Anyway, what else? Oh, the astrological report. I usually start with an astrological report, but this week is kind of interesting because there's no major movement going on, no transitions with the planets this week. The only planet, the moon, that's the only one moving, and the moon actually moves into a different sign roughly every 2.5 days, 2 to 3 days, on average 2.5 days. So that's continuing its movement. So I don't normally mention that. So there's not really that much to mention, except that Monday I'll just go over this. Monday we might be feeling rather intense from the full moon on Sunday, the 29th. So the 30th, we're going to be really feeling the aftermath of that. It's kind of very emotional and intense, that full moon in Scorpio. And towards the middle of the week, things are going to lighten up a bit and feel a little relief from that intense emotion. And a good way to kind of use that energy this week is really tap into your creative talent. You know, really get creative. It's a wonderful time to tap into that. So without further ado, let's go to your card, shall we? Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your reading for April the 30th through May the 6th. And the first card out is the Knight of Swords, right? The Knight of Swords. This is really fast energy coming in, and this is like a judgment card almost. This is somebody that's very quick to judge. It's like black or white. There's no gray area, coming in and making a judgment. Now, if this represents you, you need to not judge something so quickly. You need to step back and take your time about making a judgment over something or someone. Because this is like making a fast judgment. You know, this is about doing things. This is karmic, I'm getting too. So this is about making the right decision for the right reason. This is like every decision you make has a karmic value. Now clarifying it is the Five of Water. So the Five of Water is about, it's about focusing on what you haven't got as opposed to what you have. It's focusing on something that you can't have. And it's almost being in a depression and not seeing anything else, only focusing on what you can't have. And this is not a good place to be in, Aquarius. You've got to come out of this, drag yourself up by the heels and get out of this place where, like, oh, it's lamenting over something that you can't have. You know, they call it crying over spilt milk. It's like, you know, it's 5 of water. It's like it's focusing on something that you cannot have, which is a waste of energy, and it's just taking up all of your emotions. Let's go to the next card, right? So you have the World, right? Is the next card. And the World is, this is a time to make major changes. If you make a change now, you will be supported by the universe. It's saying, look, the world is like, you've been through all this experience, all this life experience, and you've come to this place where you've come to kind of an end, the end of a phase in your life. And you can choose to do the same old stuff all over again, stay and do the same old thing all over again, or you can choose to completely change the direction of your life and focus on what you've learned and all the lessons in life and be brave and make that move. Now, this could be leaving a job behind. It could be leaving an apartment behind. It could be leaving a person behind, a relationship that no longer works for you. It's about moving on in a different direction for sure. And you'll be supported. Now, clarifying it is the temptation, right? Taking a bite out of that apple. This is about putting too much importance on the material realm, right? On material things. So if you want to make that change, don't do it because it's a status symbol. Don't do it because it's all about money. Don't do it because of material gain, right? Do it because it's going to lift you higher spiritually. And you can be in a position to help others almost. I don't want to say that in a way that it's, you know, it's completely altruistic. But don't make a decision right now on a status, on something that means that's what are the words I'm looking for? That is material gain. Don't make a decision based on material gain. That's what I'm getting. Because the next card I have is the 5 of Pentacles, and this is coming from a place of deprivation. So sometimes we make these, we make these rash decisions, right? We come in and we make this very fast, rash we can make a rash decision because we're afraid of not having anything. We're coming from a place of deprivation. And we have a feeling that we're going to lose everything, right? Because, you know, that's been our story so far. You know, we can't have what we want, perhaps, right? So we're coming from this place of deprivation. Look, in this card, this is an illusion, right? Because abundance is everywhere. Excuse me, I'm just going to show you something, right? So I don't have all of my crystals out, but I have beautiful, shiny crystals, you know, lovely, shiny crystals. Look, they glitter and they shine. Oh, that was interesting. I don't even know what hit that. Look, beautiful. Look at that. These are my jewels, right? I'm rich. It's my treasure. You know, these are my treasure. I don't need diamonds, although I wouldn't say no to one. Because they are a girl's best friend. But this is an illusion, right? This is focusing on that which you haven't got. So honestly, this is the thing. Focus on what you have. Okay, in the material world. Focus on what you have. Look at your glass as half full. This is a temptation, right? I feel that you've got this decision on the table and that you're making it from a material decision, and you're worried about not having enough, right? And you're worried that you can never have it, right? It's something that's, not attainable for you. But you say that if you come out of this deprivation, right, and start looking at your glass as half full, start believing in your potential and believe that you have. Look, abundance comes in many forms, as I say. It's all in how you perceive it. I'm so grateful I'm just grateful for the people in my life. I'm grateful for my wonderful dog. I'm grateful for my family. When we start to feel grateful, then we don't feel deprived. And temptation is about the material realm, but also this is about not being distracted too. So don't celebrate too soon, drink too much, eat too much, shop too much, gamble. Don't do anything that's going to distract you from the issue at hand. Definitely come out of the deprivation. That, it's really an illusion. And clarifying it, darling, is the Six of Fires, public accolades. This is about success. This is about a project coming to an end that's successful, but it's all contingent upon your perception of what's happening, because that energy, if something comes up that you can't have, you've got to release it, because it wasn't. You have to trust that it wasn't the best thing for you. That's what you have to do. If you haven't got something, don't fight for something that's not staying, because when you're spiritually aligned, you have to understand that there's so much better out there. If something falls away, it's not meant to be. You deserve better. You deserve more. And holding on to something that doesn't work for you any longer is like robbing yourself. It's keeping you in deprivation. Is it the relationship? Is it a house, your apartment? Is it, what is it that you're hanging on? Is it your belief system? What is it that you're hanging on to that's not working for you anymore, that's keeping you in this place of deprivation? Is it don't lament over what you haven't got, and don't put too much importance on the material realm, because there's success. The Six of Fire is success. This is public accolades. This is being acknowledged publicly. It's not just like somebody saying, I love you. This is like your boss saying you've done a great job, giving you, this is awards. This is, at the top, this is awards, right? Publicity. This is really good publicity, right? And at the least, it's, your kid or your friends or your family saying how much they love you in front of everyone. Maybe on social media, I don't know, but this is public accolades. This is you getting credit for what you've done, but you have to come out of this paradigm, this belief system that, you're not going to make it. And stop wanting stuff that you can't have, that's gone, that's no good for you. Let it go. You've got to let it go. I want to sing that, let it go. I don't even know how to sing it. From Frozen. Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and all that good stuff. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email mary@liveinthesolution.com.